Those special powers include access to control of facilities and properties, use of healthcare facilities, control of materials, roads, and public areas. As public health authority, she also has special powers to not only quarantine and isolate individuals, but also to establish and maintain those facilities. During the oversight hearing, it was asked by senators about her role in procurement and whether her digital signature was used in documents related to quarantine and isolation facilities.
Do you have any role in the procurement of quarantine facilities?
I don't. I know my power is here that is possible, but I have not done any procurement with those. No.
According to documents obtained by KUAM via a Freedom of Information request and confirmed by Governor Lulian Guerrero during a press conference, the governor said her legal advisor, Haig Hune, was in fact in charge of negotiating for the quarantine isolation facilities. One of those facilities was the Pac Star in Tumon. Coming into question, a document containing Denorcey's digital signature.
Is your signature required on contracts for the quarantine facilities?
As far as I know, the only thing that I want to say that I have not done any signatures in any of the contract facilities, no. But is my signature required according to the law? From what I'm reading, I guess the power relies on that part, but I'm not involved in it.
All right. Was your signature used without your consent on one of these procurement documents for quarantine facilities?
It was not a procurement document from what I know. It was from what I was looking at after I went to examine. It was for the letter for non-congregate shelters. And that is for isolation and quarantine facilities. So it's just a letter that had to be done so that we can bring that letter, so that we can get it up to Homeland Security, so that they can do the letter that is required by a public health entity, such as myself.
Going back to that contract again, I just want to be specifically clear in my mind. Director, did you authorize anyone in the governor's legal office to use your signature on March 18 designation letters to the hotels, please?
At the time, usually when I have my electronic signature, it is they call me, and so when they call me, they will ask what information needs to be released, and so when they did that, for that. The one they were talking about was the letters for the congregate shelter. It was just a letter that says the use of the properties, right, for the isolation and quarantine. At the time I got the call, I don't recall the call. However, as I mentioned earlier, it was a time where I don't recall the call, and that's the truth that I want to share.
What she can recall is that although she is Guam's public health authority and in charge of the island's COVID response, she's not in charge of handling procurement.
So are you saying you relinquished that public health authority, or you're not the person dealing with the facility leases?
I'm not the person that deals with the facility leases in this particular COVID-19.
Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Sabrina Salas Matinani.
I've used whatever local funds I have that I can for the